Hey, fellow adventurers! Welcome back to the channel. Are you ready to take on 2025 and explore the world? Whether you're dreaming of sandy beaches, towering mountains, or bustling city streets, we all want to save some cash while traveling, right? Well, you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to share with you some awesome travel hacks that will save you tons of money and make your next adventure stress-free and super fun. Let's jump right in. Be flexible with your travel dates, all right. Let's start with the first hack, and this one's a biggie. Being flexible with your travel dates. I know, you're probably thinking, but I've already picked out the perfect dates for my trip. Believe me, I get it. We all have that one time of year we want to go, whether it's for a special event, a holiday, or just because the weather looks perfect. But here's the deal. If you can stretch those dates by even a few days, it can make a huge difference in how much you'll pay for flights. For example, did you know that the flights are usually cheaper if you fly on a Tuesday or Wednesday? It's true! Airlines often have fewer people traveling midweek, so they drop their prices to fill up those seats. So, if you're not tied to a specific date, playing around with your schedule can save you hundreds or even thousands, depending on where you're going. Now, here's a little insider tip. Try to book your flight early in the morning or late at night. Why? Because people usually don't want to travel at those times, so flights are less in demand. Plus, you might even get some quieter airport experiences. No fighting for that coffee or waiting in huge lines. And here's the kicker. Flight comparison websites like Skyscanner, Google Flights, or Kayak? Absolute game changers. They allow you to see prices across multiple airlines and let you set up price alerts for your dream destination. That means you'll know the second a great deal comes up. Imagine being able to grab a ticket when it drops $100 or more. Now that's some serious savings. So, trust me, using these sites and setting up those alerts is a must if you want to stay ahead of the game. Consider alternative airports. Okay, here's a sneaky little trick that most people overlook. Don't just automatically look for flights to the main airport in your destination. Yeah, I know. It sounds a bit strange, but trust me, consider flying into a smaller or alternative airport nearby. A lot of times, these flights can be way cheaper than the big, major airports. I'm talking hundreds of dollars cheaper. Take this example. You're planning a trip to a city like Paris, right? Instead of flying straight into Charles de Gaulle, look at flying into a nearby regional airport like Beauvais. It's a little further out, but the savings are often huge. Plus, smaller airports can be much easier to navigate, less time spent waiting in lines, and they often have shorter security checks. But of course, there's a little catch. You'll need to factor in the cost and time to get from the alternative airport to your final destination. So, if you're flying into a smaller airport, check what kind of transportation options are available. Sometimes, it's just a short bus ride or a quick train trip to the city center. And guess what? If you book your tickets in advance, you can often get those transport tickets for a fraction of the price of a taxi or rideshare. Plus, if you've got a bit of extra time on your hands, it could be a fun opportunity to explore a lesser-known area of your destination, right? You might just stumble across hidden gems that tourists typically miss. It's all about thinking outside the box and being a little flexible. If you're willing to put in just a little extra effort, you can save big and make your trip even more exciting. Use rewards points and travel credit cards. Now listen up. This one's a game changer. If you've been doing any kind of travel over the past couple of years, I'm willing to bet you've earned some rewards points. And if you haven't been cashing in on them yet, 2025 is the year to do it. Seriously, it's time to start getting the most out of all those points you've accumulated. Whether they've come from your credit card, loyalty programs, or even airline rewards, using these points can save you so much money, especially on big-ticket items like flights, hotel stays, or even access to airport lounges. Yes, I'm talking about skipping those long lines and relaxing in a comfy lounge while you wait for your flight. Trust me, it's a game changer. Now, here's something I really want you to think about. If you're not already using a travel rewards credit card, you are seriously missing out. I mean it. These cards offer so many perks, it's like getting paid to travel. Some of the best travel cards out there offer things like amazing sign-up bonuses. I'm talking hundreds of dollars in free travel credit, cashback, and points for every single dollar you spend. And here's the real kicker. Many of these cards don't have foreign transaction fees, so you won't be hit with extra charges when you swipe your card overseas. That means you can use your rewards on flights, hotels, or even activities without worrying about pesky fees. My advice? Take a look at cards that specifically offer travel rewards. If you're someone who travels often, or even just planning one big trip this year, trust me when I say it's worth doing a little research. Think about all the perks you'll get just for using a card you probably already carry around with you. The points add up faster than you think, and before you know it, you'll be booking your next flight or upgrading your seat to business class, using rewards you didn't even realize you had. Pack smart and avoid extra fees. All right, let's talk about packing. We all know it's so easy to overpack, but those checked baggage fees can really hit your wallet, right? Here's the trick. Grab a good carry-on that fits in the overhead bin and keep it light. Roll your clothes to save space and stick to the weight limits. My advice? Pack for a 3-4 day trip and plan to do a little laundry on the road. It'll save you from hauling around a huge suitcase. And hey, don't forget those carry-on must-haves: snacks, a portable charger, and your travel pillow. Trust me, when you breeze through check-in and avoid those extra fees, you'll be so glad you packed smart and light. It's all about making travel easier and saving money, right? Use public transport and walk whenever possible. Here's a money-saving hack that'll also give you a real taste of the city. Ditch the taxis and ride-sharing services. I know, it's tempting to jump in a cab after a long flight, but public transportation is so much cheaper. Plus, it's a great way to experience a city like a local. Most cities have affordable metro systems, buses, and trams that'll get you pretty much anywhere you need to go. And here's the best part, walking is free. Seriously, some of the best discoveries happen when you're just strolling through the streets. You'll find hidden gems, cute cafes, and unique spots that you'd never notice from a car. Plus, walking is great for your health. And it's the perfect way to explore those local neighborhoods and really soak in the vibe of the place. Trust me, it's a win-win. Book activities and excursions in advance, okay? We all want to make the most of our time in a new city, right? So here's a great hack. Book your activities in advance. But don't just settle for the first tour you find online. Take a little extra time to look for deals on sites like Viator, Get Your Guide, or even Groupon. These sites often have discounts or bundles that can save you a lot on tours, activities, and even those skip-the-line tickets that make everything so much smoother. Booking ahead also means you won't be scrambling last minute to figure out what to do, especially when you're in a new place. You'll already have everything set up, leaving you more time to actually enjoy your trip. Eat like a local. Let's talk food, because we all know it's one of the best parts of traveling, but it can also take a huge bite out of your budget. Here's a little hack. Eat like a local. Skip the tourist traps and head to markets or those cozy family-owned restaurants. Street food, in particular, is not only cheap but often super delicious, and you'll get to try authentic dishes that you won't find at those big chain spots. Here's a pro tip. Ask the locals where they like to eat. Trust me, they'll point you to some amazing hidden gems you never would have found on your own. It's all about getting off the beaten path, and the food is usually way better and way cheaper than the stuff you'll find in the touristy areas. Get travel insurance. I get it. Travel insurance is one of those things that we all hope we'll never need, right? But trust me, it's so worth the investment. It might feel like just another expense, but when you think about it, it could actually save you thousands if something unexpected happens. Think about it. If your flight gets canceled, your luggage goes missing, or there's a medical emergency while you're overseas, travel insurance has your back. And it's not just about the big stuff. Some plans can even cover trip delays, cancellations, or lost belongings. It really gives you that peace of mind so you don't have to worry constantly about what-ifs while you're trying to enjoy your trip. The last thing you want is to be stuck in a stressful situation without help. So, even if you hope you never need it, travel insurance is the kind of thing that'll make you feel so much more relaxed, knowing you're covered if things don't go according to plan. Use free Wi-Fi and local SIM cards. All right, let's talk about staying connected while traveling, because we all know how expensive those international roaming fees can be. Here's the trick. Whenever you can, use free Wi-Fi. Hotels, cafes, even public parks often offer free Wi-Fi, so take advantage of that. It's an easy way to avoid those crazy charges. Now, if you need to stay connected more often or want data for navigation, grab a local SIM card once you get to your destination. It's usually way cheaper than using your home carrier for roaming, and it'll give you the freedom to stay in touch and navigate without breaking the bank. Trust me, it's a small thing that makes a big difference. Stay in alternative accommodations. Finally, let's talk lodging. You don't always have to book a traditional hotel, and in fact, there are some awesome alternatives that can save you a ton of money. Have you ever thought about using Airbnb, staying in a hostel, or even trying couch surfing? Staying with locals not only cuts costs, but gives you a much more authentic experience. You'll get a real feel for the area, and who knows, you might even make some new friends along the way. Plus, a lot of these places have kitchens, which is a huge win. If you're looking to stretch your budget even further, cooking your own meals is a great way to save. You can shop for fresh ingredients, whip up some local dishes, and avoid the pricey restaurant bills. So, next time you're booking your trip, think outside the hotel box. It's all about saving money and getting a deeper travel experience. All right, folks, there you have it, some of my favorite travel hacks for 2025. With these tips, you'll be well on your way to having an amazing adventure without breaking the bank. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more travel inspiration, and drop a comment below with your own favorite travel hacks. I'd love to hear how you save money while traveling. Until next time, happy travels, and see you on the next adventure.